got a nice little side project as an LP. I wanted to feature the Nintendo 64 finally, but I just needed the right game to really kind of decide as far as that goes. So obviously, you know, I thrive off of two-player games and that sort of thing, so I figured why not set forth with this one and see what happens. So, I mean, I've done a lot of Super Nintendo games. I've done Donkey Kong Country, The Lost Levels, Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers 2, so what else have I done? I've tried Final Fight, just a bunch of those different games. I've messed with Earthworm Jim, so there's just been plenty of Super Nintendo. I do feel like I need like a little bit more, you know. Vegas Stakes is another one, but we need something else. And I know obviously I've been sticking to like Nintendo related stuff, but it's time. You know, this is the classic at this point. You know, we don't talk too much about Nintendo 64 really getting its fun in the sun. I would see it as pretty avid stuff here. I mean, you can play this with friends for the most part. I mean, you can only take one person along with you for the Grand Prix, but there's plenty of fun to be had in just, you know, the versus mode and battle modes. So, but funny thing about this game was originally we were just going to do Super Mario Kart. I said, hell, you know, if I could just go to 150cc and then just watch us have our fail session, which the game is pretty funny. I mean, as much as I dislike Super Mario Kart, it's a pretty funny game. And, you know, just I remember watching a deleted LP years ago that was just pretty hilarious. So I just wanted to do that, but I realized I hadn't even unlocked, you know, 150cc, so, and I couldn't do it. I attempted it, and then we did like a 100cc run, and that didn't work that well either, so I just finally said, you know what, just can't do it right now. So we plugged this one in, played through the game, and that was the what for of it. Yeah, it's a sunny day out in this, you know, sunny skies, all that sort of stuff. It's gonna have some fun with this. I know the courses. I mean, I almost know this game like the back of my hand. I mean, I've known it well enough to really consider having fun with it. So I wanted this to be a fail session, but the answer is you know, between the two of us, we just know Mario Kart. So, you know, obviously the later stage, this is as hard as it gets though, which is pretty much why I like this game, is because it takes the difficulty, and as long as you have some degree of skill you can succeed, but you know, it's a little bit more like, what's the word I'm looking for, it's a little bit more of an acquired taste with Super Mario Kart. So, but I mean, these stages are just so, you know, not blasé, but just almost basic. I mean, this is the Mario Kart to start with if you're my age, if you're over the age of like 20 or 22. So, the whole damn thing there. Plus, I'm just used to a controller. I don't do all this Wii and Wiimotes and Wii U modes, and, you know, I mean, Cobalt knows the Nintendo DS pretty well. He's known that in the 3DS, but I'm just, you know, the whole dual screen and that sort of stuff is tricky. I just miss like the, you know, the wired controller that you plugged into a console and didn't need batteries to play, you know. It didn't cost money to play a video game if you already bought the machine. That's the way it should stay. But yeah, I mean, this, you know, obviously the antics here, you're gonna see some antics. I mean, obviously Mario Kart is known for shenanigans. I was just surprised that they didn't kind of come into play, you know, like vehemently. So yeah, I would just say, like, you're gonna see some different stuff. Princess Toadstool, she's gonna be prevalent in this. She has a lot of tricks up her sleeve. She does some retarded stuff in this. But yeah, I mean, just, you know, just know that the mechanics of the CPU make it to where you're always going to be competing with someone, even miles ahead, you're gonna see them again. So I was just interested, you know, when I watch other people play through this game, and I have, the whole damn thing is they seem to encounter these shenanigans. So I figured, you know, my own personal run and bringing Cobalt along for the ride. Oh yeah, Toad's voice. That, if you were paying attention to what happened, I mean, Toad was going through some problems. He got hit by a couple lightning bolts, and I was finally just like, the hell with it. So I get lightning bolts. If you're not in first, that's the only real place that you won't get a lightning bolt. So I just finally said, the hell with it. I'm just going to use it. This happens again. And, you know, the funny thing about it is, actually all 8 players wind up getting hit with the lightning bolt. So, I don't know how often that happens, but I was just like, the hell with it. If I'm going to get shocked, I might as well shock people too. And that was exactly what went through my head when I saw that. So, but yeah, there's just a quick 4 courses. There's not 5 like in Super Mario Kart, so it's just like, the hell with it. You gotta keep in mind that this is mirror mode, so everything is backwards. As far as you get used to the courses, you think you're taking left, it's like, nope, you're taking right. And I got some mushrooms, and I wanted to use this just to see what would happen, so I saved it for the second lap, just to see if I could actually, I mean, I can get through that shortcut in the regular mode, but I couldn't do it in this one, so. You don't really hear too much from Wario in this. Whole damn thing. There's like 5 players that get points in this playthrough, but Wario's not one of them. Just a little heads up. Maybe he is, I don't know, but it didn't seem like it. Princess, Donkey Kong, those are the opponents right now. I just completely got annihilated by Princess. So. Oh yeah, you can guarantee that the other 3 cups are going to be a pain in the ass too. And just for anyone who actually doesn't know, if you don't get at least 4th, you can't continue. So, but you have 2 players to do it, that's the thing. As long as one of you gets it, that's why these Mario Kart games were brilliant back in the day, is because it's like, hell, if you can't beat it, chances are one of your friends might be able to. Augie wants to exit my room, so I'm gonna go take care of that. Yeah, he was in here when we recorded this, so he wanted to take his leave. Get up and get that taken care of, but yeah, so if you have the star, you can actually get rid of the palm trees, which sometimes when you hit them, they will make you spin out. That was a weird burp. Someone's not expecting that. I hadn't eaten anything, but maybe you'll hear a couple burps throughout this, you know. Yeah, Toad's voice is not exactly that catchy. I don't know who the hell they found to do his voice, but just that whoa 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 thing. Everyone hates that. I know that. But the funny thing, the thing about Mario Kart is when you take damage, you know you take damage. It's kind of funny. And, you know, the bigger characters are pretty brutal. I mean, all those guys can basically just knock the smaller guys off the course pretty easily. Especially Bowser and, you know, Wario. They can do that extremely well. So, the whole damn thing. It's funny. The train is going to be a pain in the ass here. That's the thing. You gotta watch out for that. And, once again, you should know this, but so let's just sit back and watch the antics here, see who's going to come out on top. You know, once again, Cobalt is Toad. I'm Yoshi, if you're paying attention to that. I mean, that's the joys of this. I mean, you watching this, you may watch it from my screen the first time you watch this, but the second time you can watch Cobalt's playthrough and see all the stuff that he gets into. It's kind of a double thing. That's why I like to do, that's why I encourage like cooperative Let's Plays. Some people do like a Let's Both play where you actually get two people talking and contributing to the commentary and stuff, but if it's just like a co-op LP, you know, and do the main, the host takes care of everything, you know, it allows you to kind of focus on which one you want to do. So that's just what Mario Kart's about. I mean, these games had replay value for days and months back when they came out. So, which is, I do encourage. I mean, you know, you pay attention to a lot of those games, they did do it. I think even Super Mario Kart had replay value. That's something that a lot of games lack. You know, when I pay attention to games like Halo or something, it's like, oh yeah, you need replay value. Something comes out in 2005, very much you should be playing it in 2007. Comes out in 2010, you should be playing it in 2012. I mean, that's kind of the thing about it, you know, it's just, you know, a good 18 months is nothing. I've proved that with my channel. Frenchie's starting to prove that. Can't forget about it. Yeah, see, I'm third place and have the lightning bolt. So Cobalt's winning. It's kind of funny. I don't remember the score, so you'll see what happens when we get there. But you know, the third place, that the computer player, you know, the top three places are all in cahoots. So everyone is small right now. I don't know how many YouTube videos you may have seen that in, but we did it. You saw it here first. We'll have 12 more courses. Donkey Kong just kind of came out of nowhere, took that second place from me, but we'll see what happens. 3rd and 1est. A little joke for you in case you third and first what I said, but you know. So Luigi was hardly seen in this. Donkey Kong was kind of, that's the thing, you know, between the 4 of them, you actually do get some extra fellows who may just try to snag it from you. Supposing we just were completely lame at this whole LP, it would have been those 3. Peach, Donkey Kong, and Mario that would have taken the top spots, but it's a funny thing, you know, and that's what you have to pay attention to, those mechanics, like supposing your friend is not as good as you, but as good as like 1 or 2 courses, they do have to have that third computer player who can catch up, just so it's not a runaway in the rigs, you know. So the game is pretty well put together, it's intelligent to do that, but you just get the idea. So we mopped the floor with those guys, so you should be rooting for us, and stay tuned for part 2. Don't forget about that. You know, Princess Toadstool trying to catch up but not doing a good job. Cobalt got runner-up, which I think they should show. I mean, they should show player 2, small little window, what place they got. But alright, stay tuned for part 2, subscribe for more fun, and have a good night.